We'll just try to get a few more in here, guys, and then we'll just judge get this ball rolling. What's the last name again, Counselor? Is it Pancer?
Angela Parker.
Oh, Parker.
P-A-R-K.
There it is. I thought it was Pan.
But I thought maybe I should be here because I want to make sure the date.
That's what I'm gonna go talk to her right about now. If you want to have a seat at the desk,
Okay.
and I'll figure
Make
out.
sure the
the-
date's good.
Yep.
So I go to the council. That's all.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, I got one that's going to be adjourned, retained counsel. Well, that's actually police set for motion hearing. He wanted, curious about dates. Thank you. Bye. Judge, she's coming out now. She's talking about dates. You got something, sir?
Oh, can I just check it on Brad?
You're checking in, Brad? Yeah, okay. Did you check in with security at the front?
I did, and the prosecutor said the file was just gonna come out over.
Well,
Hey.
then, hold on, hang on. I mean, break.
Yeah, no worries.
Was it her right there that said that? Well, Caitlin.
Oh, but you can-
I did all that.
Sorry, I'm just gonna go back to Caitlin.
No problem.
Caitlin?
Just for a hearing.
Oh,
I already filed the motion in the brief. My name was, but
oh, yeah, that's, would you like me to-
yeah,
Okay.
and I'm voting there.
August 8th or.
No.
So August 8th or August 22nd.
That'd be at 8:30.
8:15, 8:39. And I'll be.
Let's just do 8:15.
Okay.
Jeez.
The next signal for the notices.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, have a great day.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, I don't need to say anything.
Have a
Okay,
good day.
take care. Thank you so much. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you. You know,
Oh, yeah.
let's see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. Take care. Good seeing you.
All rise. The district court is now in session. Now, Ryan will preside.
Have a seat, folks. All right, People versus Kelsey Kraft.
Ready, Rob?
Come on up, counsel. Yeah, that's fine. Your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Thomas Courts, P77177, appearing on behalf of the defendant who stands to my right. Could you state your name for the record, please?
Kelsey Ann Kraft.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What do we got? Oh, guilty plea.
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
all right. Okay. All right, Ms. Kraft, did you go over your rights and the options those rights give you with counsel?
Yes, sir. I did.
Understood all that?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalty for today's charge?
Yes.
Understanding the possible penalty and your rights and options, are you in fact pleading guilty today freely and voluntarily to the charge?
I am.
Counsel, would you like to voir dire to give me the facts I need? May 22nd incident date?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Yes, on or about May 22nd, 2023, and the surrounding period of the school year for that year, was your child enrolled in Huron Township?
Yes,
And during that time, did you allow your child to miss roughly 42 days of school?
yes,
Your Honor, I believe that is,
Are you satisfied?
yes, Your Honor.
I think those facts support the plea. Son or daughter?
daughter,
What's her name?
Melody.
Melody, how old is Melody?
She will be 11 October 9th.
Okay, what's that make her? Fifth or
Fifth.
sixth grade?
She'll be in fifth.
Fifth grade? All right. And what was the problem with attendance?
We had a housing issue. We were in Huron and then we moved. They sent us a letter and it got sent back to the school.
Okay,
So
so that became a transportation issue and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. All right.
then they
so
wanted me to switch her into a.
Do we have that stuff all resolved for September?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Okay. So I'm assuming council's explain how this works. So for 12 months, you stay out of trouble, don't go on any crime sprees. And we don't have any more problems with Melanie in attendance.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you're having any issues, I'm gonna suggest we've got a wonderful resource. I mean, I know the schools have resources, but we've got a wonderful resource here because I've been running a juvenile program for over 20 years, and that lady has been my probation officer for almost all that time. So she's got a whole toolbox full of resources that are great for parents. So if you're having any issues, just reach out to her and see what she can help you with.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, counsel. Is it Marquise? Marcus, come on up. Are you going forward today without a court-appointed attorney? Okay. And you read your rights?
Yes.
Understand those rights?
Yep.
Understand the options?
Yep.
Understand the possible penalty?
Yep.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yep.
All right. Tell me what was going on roughly May 21, 24 regarding attendance.
Bradden has some.
Bradden?
Yeah, he has some issues regarding his mother, so he's in therapy now and we're working to get it.
How old is he?
8.
Great. Where's he in therapy at?
Where's it? Team Wellness.
Oh, great. Great. Yeah. We know the program well.
Yeah,
Good.
so we're working to get it resolved.
Okay. So basically he just got crap and that was keeping him from focusing on school.
Yeah.
So he's
pretty
dealing
much.
with his crap.
Yes.
Okay. How often is he going? Every 2 weeks? Once a month?
Once a month
How long has he been doing that?
since January.
Oh, good.
So
he's got a
we're
good
trying.
start.
We're
Okay.
trying.
Okay. He seemed to be benefiting from the counseling?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, good. All right. So did you hear how this works?
Yeah.
Can you stay out of trouble for 12 months?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're having any problems, same thing. I'm gonna have the officer give you Miss
Okay.
Oswald's card.
Sounds good.
And she knows Team Wellness, so she'd be happy to hear that that's where it's at.
Alrighty.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Matthew, is it Crusel or Crusel? Crusel, come on up. Actually, we've got a motion today, don't we?
We do.
You got a motion filed?
Yeah, oh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So you
I
can,
actually have issues to discuss before I cross.
but the court reporter needs to pick you up.
Here, you don't have to be at the podium, but at least have a seat at that table where that microphone is.
Threats, bars, and I'm under duress. I'll cross.
You're under duress. How are you under duress?
Well, Your Honor, as stated in my motion, there's actually fraudulent order that's since been signed by a judge. I have lawsuits filed on all of this stuff right now, which I know that they received.
Hold on, brother, wait. I'm just asking you to have a seat at the chair with a microphone.
Oh, I understand that. I'll do it. Okay. The front check.
That's fine, just make sure you're talking to the microphone.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, you can sit down. Okay, so I think this is your motion to dismiss, right?
Yeah, I have a few in there that I've been repeatedly trying
Okay,
to be
well, which one do
dismissed.
you want to start with first?
Well, the recent one I filed, the motion to reject the swearing in and all that based off the fact that, like I said, I was sent a default motion that, I don't know how it even got sent out past it, but it was never signed or anything. I was also defaulted out the fact that there was a citation that never even presented a court appearance.
Okay, hold
date
on,
and
you're
all
giving me
that
too
stuff.
many issues. You're talking about swearing in, you're talking about a default judgment, just pick one issue, we're gonna deal with them one at a time. So what do you want to deal with first? You wanna
Well,
deal
my
with the
main motion.
default?
Well, yeah, the default.
Okay, so was that on the civil infraction, failed to disclose the CPL?
I suppose that's what it was under, yes.
Okay, what? Don't suppose it's your motion, brother. Tell me what it is.
Well, it keeps
I
getting
mean,
set
that's the only
aside, so I
civil
have,
infraction.
I have numerous, I
Hold
have
on,
lots of stuff.
Hold on,
going
that's the
here.
only civil infraction I see with your name on it. So I'm just confirming that we're talking
Yes,
about
it was over
that
the-
charge.
Yeah, sure. it was over
Okay.
that.
So do you know why the default was entered? Did you miss a deadline? Did you
Well,
not?
I was notified, I was called by people that I know within Huron and the police chief stating that I had a missed appearance date. I never had an appearance date scheduled, but I went back looking at the citation, there was no date, and actually how fast it got issued raises real concerns to me. And then once I received the default in
Okay,
the
hold
order.
on, hold on. Let's take one thing at a time. So you said you never got an appearance date.
Correct.
Do you have a copy of the ticket? Because I've got a copy.
Yeah, I
of the
said
ticket.
it's in there, it's attached to my motions.
Okay, do you have a copy of
Yes,
the ticket?
I do.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask you to look at that copy of the ticket. Because my copy of your ticket says contact court for appearance date.
Yeah, it says contact court for appearance date, where it says appearance date on or before, there's nothing.
Okay,
They
but
didn't
it
give me no
says,
time frame.
it says contact court for appearance date. That
How
means the
long?
monkey's on your back to contact us.
I will also on the bottom of the tickets, it says, if you fail to contact court within the specified amount of time, there was no specified amount of time on here. I had no idea when I was supposed to contact court. I was dealing with trying to get my
Well, let
attorney.
me ask you this. Did you contact the court?
I was again, as I said, I had no sort of any time frame
Mr.
to
Crusel,
contact the
Mr.
court.
Crusel, this is gonna go a lot easier on everybody if you just answer the question I asked. I'm gonna give you plenty of chance to give me any argument you wanna give. Okay? So don't feel that you have to force your argument into every question I ask. The question was, did you contact the court?
Well, Your Honor, I would have contacted the court if I had a specified.
That's a yes or no. So I'm gonna take that as a no. You didn't contact the court. So after 14 days on a civil infraction, if we don't hear from the defendant, we enter default.
It was less than that actually when I was defaulted, Your Honor.
Less than that from what?
From whatever this was issued. And like I said, I was contacting.
Well, once
attorneys.
again, I'm gonna draw your attention to the ticket. My ticket, which I think is the same one you got, is dated February 3rd.
Correct,
Okay, so that's when it was issued, February 3rd.
correct.
So when was the default? When did you get notice of a default?
Actually, I received, I'm sorry, I know I got the thing in the mail. When did I get this? This says that. I don't think it specifies a date.
Well, did you make a note when you received it?
This told me, this said I don't remember exactly what date I received this in the
Okay.
mail, but this was scheduled for March 8th.
Okay.
So that was even less than.
But what is that that's scheduled?
This says it was for my order, the motion affidavit saying that I was defaulted and saying that I needed to pay bond and a warrant would be issued. And I said,
Okay.
again, that was never.
And that's dated what?
This was dated 3/8. That I needed to appear
Okay.
on or before 3/8.
Okay, so that was March 8th. You were defaulted February 22nd.
Okay. Which then, again, there was no dates. I had nothing. I had no
Okay.
notice
Well,
of any
well,
sort of.
well, once again,
appearance.
you're not hearing what I'm telling you. The monkey was on your back. The ticket clearly said you contact us. You never did.
And it also specifies right here, if you fail to appear by the date specified, and then on the bottom one, even for the other one, if you fail to answer a citation by date specified, there was no dates.
Okay,
There was no dates.
okay. Do you have anything to add?
I do, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Mr. Crusel brought this up when we were in front of the Honorable Judge Martin. She did set aside the default in the civil infraction, irregardless of whether or not he showed up.
Which I object to the setting
Sir, do
aside.
not interrupt the lady. Did she interrupt you?
No,
Then don't do that. Let's be civil. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge Green, Mr. Crusel did bring it up again with the Honorable Judge Green, and she declined or denied his motion based on the fact that it was moot because the Judge Martin set it aside.
So the default's already been set aside.
Yes,
Brother, why'd you just waste 5 minutes of my life?
since March 14th, Your Honor.
which I object to that because they.
You object to your motion being
No, I
granted?
object to them setting aside my motion. And I
No,
object
no,
to
no,
this.
no, no, wait, listen. She tells me Judge Martin set aside the default based on your motion.
Yes, but I was never told any of that prior to any of that.
So you want to argue about the fact that you got what you asked for?
No, what I'm saying is the fact that the due process was violated is what happened in this whole problem. When I was defaulted, due process was violated.
So what? She set it aside.
Not, listen, okay, it was set aside to cause damages to me because of what happened with the default.
Well, explain to me how you were damaged.
First off, there's threats made against me, right? Clearly he's threatening me to
No,
issue
no, no.
warrants,
I didn't ask you
threatening to
about
pay
threats.
money.
I said, how were you? You said you were damaged. I'm asking you, what was the damage?
But the fact that I was threatened to come in and pay money or warrants. would
How
be
was that
issued for my
damage?
arrest. And I was being threatened by Huron police, which I have on record.
What's the damage?
What do you mean? The fact that I had to come in and pay money, or I would have been, they'd have been issued.
What money
warrants.
did you pay?
Huh?
What money did you pay?
$280. I had the receipt and everything. It was all attached to my motions. They just keep trying to set it aside, and Judge Green never said a word to me
Stop.
about any of that.
It's been set aside. Council just said, Judge Martin set aside the default. So what that means is procedurally, it's like it's a brand new file. Understood?
Yeah, but that's according, yeah, but that, especially now with the new Chevron overlay, that's just saying that she's just trying to set it aside, that there's no issues. with
She
the
didn't try to
court.
set aside, she sat it
But she
aside.
can't. She can't just set my rights aside.
She's not setting your rights aside. She set a default aside because you asked her to.
Well, so if it's set aside, then the money should be returned, correct?
Well, I don't know. Did she address the money?
I don't
No,
think
she
so.
never did. No one did. It's
Sir-
written in my motions.
Sir, I'm gonna hold you in contempt the next time you cut her off. The first contempt, $100. The second contempt, a day in jail. Are we clear on the ground rules for my courtroom? Is that a yes for the
Yes, Your
record?
Honor.
Okay. I'm giving you all the time you need to talk. Don't talk over her.
Okay, understand. I'm sorry. There's just been a lot that's been going on with this.
And I'm, the first time I'm seeing it, so I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
You're right.
All right, so we started with, what motion do you want to talk about first? You said your motion to set aside the default. That was granted by Judge Martin, is what I'm hearing from the prosecutor. So that motion's done. Would you agree?
As long as my money gets returned, then I guess it's taken
At
care
some
of.
point, trust me, your money will either get applied or returned. Next motion you want to talk about.
The dismissal based off the fundamental violations of my fundamental rights and due process.
Okay, well, tell me more. Do you
Okay.
have, hold on, let me just cut to the chase. Do you have more than just the fact that you think you have a right to travel?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually,
That's denied. I'll just cut to the chase. That's denied. I don't buy into that argument. Now, you can appeal that decision to the circuit court. You understand how that works? District court decisions, you can appeal.
absolutely.
Okay, hold on. I denied that motion. We're not going to talk about that motion because I've denied it based on your argument that you have a right to travel and don't need a license. Is there anything else you want to hang your hat on for dismissal?
Well, I do object to the setting aside of my motion, Your Honor.
I'm not setting aside your motion. I'm denying your motion.
Well, denying, I object to the
You
denying.
can't
of my motion.
object. You can appeal.
But I'm just
Okay.
letting you know, I'm stating for the record that I am objecting to your denial of my appeal.
That's fine.
Okay.
Circuit court judges have bills to pay too, right? So you appeal me to the circuit court. Do you have any other argument why these cases should be dismissed?
Yes, absolutely. Well, honestly, Your Honor, like I said, I even have lawsuits. They've received my lawsuits to the Huron Township Police Department overall.
Hold on. I don't know anything about lawsuit. How would you suing the township work as a reason to dismiss these charges?
Because the initial traffic stop and everything was an unlawful stop from the get. I was
Okay, but that's got
retaliated.
nothing to do with your lawsuit. That might be the basis of your lawsuit. So you want to talk about whether or not there was a valid reason for a
Yeah,
stop?
absolutely.
Then make the argument.
Yeah, Your Honor, so prior to me being pulled over by this officer, I was actually in contact with several law enforcement officers that are friends, and actually two that are currently working within Huron that had confirmed I had every lawful right to be doing what I was doing. The one even pulled up to me and my wife at a gas station in town, and we are in Sibley and Middlebelt, right near actually where I got pulled over. And we had discussed it and talked about it and went on about our day, and this was all prior to this incident. I had two other interactions with this officer where I had specifically told him, I've already been confirmed and doing lawful, I'm well within my lawful rights. I have it documented. You need to go talk to the sergeant that I've been talking to and a couple other buddies, right? I gave him that opportunity. It was shortly after that. And I had that confirmation well prior to me even being pulled over. Okay. So then this officer seen me leaving my house, pulling off my dead end dirt road, proceeded. Like I said, I even told him, I've already had this, I've already
Right.
addressed this. You need to go talk to the sergeant.
Right.
Chose not to. Pulled me over, walked up, just started demanding ID and everything from me, and wouldn't identify himself, none of that good stuff. And then now this is where it's all led to. And I informed him, I have body cams, I have my own recording. And like I said, I have a lot.
Okay, but you started out by saying you wanted this dismissed because there was not probable cause for the stop,
Correct.
okay? And then you went on to tell me how there was obviously a difference in opinion within the department about whether or not what you were doing was legal or not.
Well, I was
Is that a
specifically
fair
stating.
summation?
What was that?
Is that a fair summation of what you just said? Some of the officers that you talked to said you could do that, and obviously the officer that wrote you the ticket didn't think you could.
Correct.
Okay, so that's a difference of opinion there, which has very little, if anything, to do with the probable cause for the stop. So I'm going to let the prosecutor explain her position on probable cause.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Defendant is requesting this court dismiss the case because of the accusation that operating an ORV on the roadway constitutes a blatant violation of his First Amendment rights and an improper attempt to regulate his constitutional rights. In his most recent motion, he does accurately cite Terry versus Ohio as controlling. This was plainly a Terry stop.
Well, hold on. His argument is there was no reason for the stop.
He does cite Terry versus Ohio in his newest motion.
Okay.
Because people submit that the investigatory stop exception in Terry versus Ohio controls the validity of the traffic stop. An officer may stop and briefly detain a person on the basis of a reasonable suspicion that criminal activity is afoot. Defendant claims that he was stopped without legal justification. Rather, defendant was stopped for operating an ORV on the roadway in violation of MCL 324.81122 as adopted by Huron Township ordinance. Pursuant to the United States versus Ferguson, so long as the officer has probable cause to believe that a traffic violation has occurred or was occurring, the resulting stop is not unlawful and does not violate the Fourth Amendment. On authority of state law and township ordinance, a person shall not operate an ORV which is not registered upon a public highway, street, or right of way. On the date and time of the offense, the defendant operated an ORV which was not registered, specifically an ATV on Middlebelt Road, a public highway in Huron Township. Additionally, during the course of the investigatory stop, defendant failed to provide a valid driver's license and failed to immediately disclose that he was a valid CPL holder and carrying a firearm, which is why he was cited.
All right.
Which
So
I object to the.
hold on. All right. So the one misdemeanor is operate the ORV on the roadway, and the other one is fail to display a valid license.
That's
Okay.
correct.
All right. So that's her response to your argument. They didn't have probable cause. What's your reply to her response?
Well, I object to her terms of operate. There's no evidence that I was operating anything.
Okay, let me stop you. I killed that when I said the whole traveling thing doesn't go anywhere with me. Operating and traveling, as you define operating, or as you define traveling, we define it operating. So hold on, I've already ruled on that issue. You can appeal that decision to the circuit court. We're not going to plow that field again. So now we're talking about probable cause. What I just heard was the township has an ordinance that says nobody can operate an ORV on a roadway. Would you agree that's an ordinance in the township?
Your Honor, I may agree.
Yes or no? Mr.
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay, stop. If that's a valid argument or ordinance, and when I say valid, I don't mean if it's constitutional, if it's, stood the test of a challenge. I mean, if it's on the books, all right? If it's a valid ordinance and the officer sees you doing what that ordinance says you can't do, and he pulls you over, that's plenty of probable cause for the stop. So your motion to dismiss for lack of probable cause is also denied. Do you need me to clarify that ruling for your appeal reason?
Yes, I actually, because Your Honor, I object.
What do you not understand? Sir,
ORV.
your objections mean shit to me, okay? I don't care what you're objecting to. I don't expect people to like every decision I make. That's why there's an appellate process. So you keep saying, I object, I object, I object. I don't care, all right? It's not helpful for today's process. My decision to deny your motion to dismiss based on lack of probable cause is because there was probable cause, because there was a clear ordinance on the books that the officer thought you were violating. That gives the officer a reason to stop you. Do you have any other reasons why you think these matters should be dismissed today?
Yes, absolutely. First off, they're trying to label what my private property is an ORV. It was not an ORV, and it's not even technically an ORV. If you look up the definition of ORV, it is not an ORV. If you look up the definition of automobile or vehicle or any of that sense, that's what it falls under. It does not fall under an ORV. They're just trying to label it as an ORV is what is happening.
Okay. That seems like that would be an issue for trial for you to testify, maybe me to see some photographs, maybe the officer to testify, and then I'll decide whether or not it meets the definitions of the statutes. Would you agree with me? Because that seems like a triable issue.
I suppose, yes.
Okay, well, this isn't the trial.
Well, I understand.
I don't think
that.
it's scheduled for trial. Right, this is just motion. All right. Any other issues that you want to hang your hat on as why it should be dismissed? It being these files.
Like I said, from the beginning, it's like the officer had already been notified 2 times prior to this that what I was doing was lawful, that what I was doing was not an ORV, which I had stated to him.
But
He's
that's
witness to
but
that as
Mr.
well.
Crusel,
So again,
with respect, that's all your opinion. Obviously, the officer had a different opinion about all those things.
well,
right?
the officer chose to retaliate against me is what happened, Your Honor. Which I have the evidence and I have witnesses going on,
Or he had a
Definitely.
difference of opinion about whether or not you were driving an ORV.
or just didn't understand the laws or
That
the
could be
actual
too.
wording.
That could be too. But guess who gets to make those decisions? At trial.
Well, honestly, in the trial, I'd request a jury trial, which is guaranteed.
Well, you can't get a jury trial on the civil infraction, but you can certainly get a jury trial on the misdemeanors.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you have anything else to be discussed today on motion day?
Well, yeah, and as far as the disclosed CPL, like I said, I have, again, stating I have the body cams and I have my own
But sir,
recording.
stop. That's going to be an issue at your formal hearing, whether or not you violated that civil infraction. Once again, I got to have evidence, right? I got to take testimony. I'm going to hear from you. I'm going to hear from the officer that wrote the ticket. And then I'm going to decide at formal hearing whether or not what you did was reasonable or not reasonable. But today's just motion day. Today's not the trial. No testimony is being taken.
Oh, I understand that.
Okay. Anything else today?
Well, I guess that's no, but like I said, again, for the record, I do object to moving forward. I do object to anything moving forward from this point.
File your appeal.
No, that's fine. I will.
File your appeal.
I'm going to. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Now, the 200, let's get back to the $280. We'll talk about a jury trial date. Are you going to represent yourself at a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good luck. Okay. So was the $280 posted as a bond when the initial default happened?
I believe so. I know.
Do you
that-
have any record of $280? Because we're not getting receipts in the files anymore.
I have the receipt right here, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. I'll return your 280 today. Anything else today? All right, let's talk about a date for jury trial.
What did you say?
Which one would you like?
What was that?
September 16th or September 23rd? They're both Mondays.
Maybe 23rd.
23rd?
8:30. All right, now, Mr. Crusel, I'm going to strongly suggest that you get an attorney involved in this. And we've got court-appointed attorneys, so we'll be happy to talk to you from this standpoint. I'm not taking you to law school on the jury trial day. I'm going to assume and treat you accordingly that you know the rules of the game.
I understand, Your Honor.
You don't.
Oh,
You might
comprehend.
say that. You don't understand the rules.
I do.
Okay? How many jury trials have you had?
none, but I have all the evidence.
How many jury trials have you had?
Your Honor, none, but I have all the evidence.
The evidence isn't the rules. There are a lot of procedural rules that will trip you up if you don't know what you're up against, and you don't. I'm going to suggest to you that even if you want to handle your evidence presentation yourself, you might want to get an attorney involved to help you with the procedural rules, because once again, I'm not going to take you to law school that day. I'm not going to subject the jury to that. It would be a waste of their time. You understand that? All right, now, and I'm not trying to talk you out of a jury trial. Believe it or not, I'm trying to save you from yourself right now. If you want to have a bench trial, I will be much more lenient with you not knowing what you're doing procedurally, because then it's just our time. But when it's a jury in here, I'm going to run the most efficient jury trial I can, and that means I'm going to treat you like you're an experienced lawyer and know all the rules.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So if you decide, number one, that you don't want a jury trial, you want to do a bench trial, let me know long in advance of that date so we can save it for somebody else. Or two, if you want the assistance of an attorney, I will give you the ability to talk to one of our court-appointed attorneys and see if they can assist you in the manner you want to be assisted.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions?
Nope.
Anything else?
Nothing.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
People versus, is it Cosmo?
Oh, Your Honor.
Yeah, hold on, sir.
Sorry,
A question?
I go down and get my money, correct?
You should be ready by the time, walk slowly.
Right.
Is Cosmo, Cosme? Cosme, come on up.
Right, Your Honor. Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowers, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Cosby, who's present. Sir, could you tell the judge your name for the record?
Sir, Antonio Cosme.
Thank you.
Hello.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for the arraignment in this matter. We wait for the reading and stand mute. Also had a chance to pre-try this. At this time, Mr. Cosby wishes to plead responsible, but you don't plead guilty to to a civil infraction.
Is this
He
a
wants to plead
three,
responsible to double.
is this a 350? The number?
350, yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
All right. Is that true, sir? Is that the way you want to resolve this today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you've agreed to pay fines and costs of $350?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
I believe they can pay it today, Your Honor.
I'll accept your plea to the civil infraction. I'll dismiss the misdemeanor that was issued on April 27th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pay it today?
Yes, sir.
Do you know you owe us some money on another file?
No, I
Looks
did
like a
not, Your Honor.
speeding ticket, $230 due. Might have been the same day. Yeah, it was the same day
So in total,
from April
that,
27th. So it would be 230 on that, 350. So yeah, 580. Can you do
Okay.
it all today?
is there any way I can do the 350 today and then come back for a payment?
You
for
tell
the
me, you
second
pay
one?
350 today, we'll give you time on the other one.
Yes, sir.
All right, so this one now. All right, on the speeding ticket, go downstairs and make arrangements down there.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you,
any
Your Honor.
questions?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing else, right?
Your Honor, I do have an adjournment on Mr.
You got that file yet?
Jane Feish. Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowers, appearing on behalf of with Mr. Feish. Sir, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
I will certainly can. Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Jay Phoebish.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for arraignment in this matter. Wait for reading, stand mute. We are requesting a final pre-trial. I believe we have suggested July 25th, 9 a.m. if that's still available.
And this is a victim to, or a complainant to appear?
Complainant to appear, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're gonna get you notice, Mr. Phoebus.
Just have a
Thank you,
seat,
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Feish, in a couple of minutes.
Was that one?
Yes.
Does he have work?
Yeah, he does.
I thought Maze, there was Maze in the back row, wasn't it?
Maze, not only you had,
I thought they were ready to go. I'm looking for files.
you said no.
Oh, they were just here for the show.
I could be
What
wrong.
do we do about
Just set it for the same day of trial. Phone here.
You don't have any other files in front of you, Judge?
I got no work up here. I got all kinds of files waiting for work. Hey, Rob.
Hey, how you doing?
Wonderful. Ready to go?
This is you here?
Yep, that's
Okay, I'll take care of you. I'll call come on over here for a second.
Sandusky? Come on up. Guess where I'm going this afternoon? Sandusky. Is it yours?
It could be. One day.
How are you today?
Not bad, sir. You?
Good. You're going forward today without an attorney, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you met with the prosecutor. It looks like they want me to dismiss, I think, both the original charges, right?
Correct.
Okay, and you're gonna plead responsible to a third charge, double parking.
Correct.
All right. Okay. That's the way you want to resolve it today, Mr. Sandusky?
Yes, sir.
All right, you want to do it on civil infraction? All right, you owe us lots of money. We got some old stuff here.
I got everything right here, sir.
Oh, you gonna take care of everything today?
No, I have everything that I owe right here. I was gonna see if I can get that added on to my payment plan.
Oh, you already got a payment plan with us?
Correct, sir. Right.
All right. What are you doing? What, paying monthly?
Yes, sir. 72 a month.
Okay, nice round number. Yeah, this one, today's charge is 180 bucks. You want to just add that to the payment plan?
Correct.
Okay. We can do that. You need to go downstairs and get a new payment schedule. So they've got it all in the system as one deal. Okay.
Okay. Oh, actually, sir, is that payable? I could pay that today, correct? Like, could I pay that today?
You like pay it all?
The 180?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay, then I'll do that.
You want to just pay that and then just stick with that payment plan?
Correct, sir.
That's fine. Okay, and the payment plan, you're on track?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else?
No, sir.
You all set?
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, sir.
I sent it down.
Jamie, I don't see a parks.
Gabrielle Parks.
Okay. Only one file I got.
I think it's a misdemeanor.
Oh, you said civil infraction.
Oh, no, that's what I just, right there, there she is. I just want to listen to the charges for bank.
Come back and tell me no, it's all right. They would have-
DWS.
They get rid of the stuff. Who's not allowed to have an auction? I know. This was just,
You want to ask Heather.
But was it to you?
There's an A.
That's not.
Yes. Like inspired her wings.
Oh, my God.
They're not listening to you, Heather. They say they want to ask you, but they're not listening.
They don't schedule A and B's together, they schedule them separate when they're shown houses and the A is paid.
There it is. It's already taken care of.
Who's this?
I have no idea. I have to find out.
Is it Gabrielle Parks?
Morning, Counselor. How are you, sir?
Good morning.
Did you check?
Good morning.
Are you going forward today without an attorney?
Yes.
Okay. I've got a piece of paper here that says Mr. Young is willing to dismiss the misdemeanor charge from April 20th if you plead responsible to a double parking civil infraction.
Yes.
That's what you want to do today? And you've agreed to pay $200?
Yes.
Can you do that today?
Would it be possible to be on a payment plan?
Go downstairs and set that up downstairs.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am. Enjoy your day.
Who's the worst?
Sorry, should be. She's writing up now. Thank you. Tim brought it in.
Communication, communication.
Say word, just came back.
Of course, I'm gonna open, but.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Am I waiting on court papers for downstairs? Is that what I'm here for?
I don't know.
What's your last name, sir?
Feish.
I'm getting it right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
Something else you brought up. Thanks for the storage.
Heather, I'm gonna let Jeff know he needs to start signing the top.
Yes.
How long has it been since you were in our building?
About 8 months. We had a trial, jury trial with one of the other judges involving the same building.
How are you doing?
Pretty good yourself. It's a gorgeous
Wonderful.
facility.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus the personnel are pretty good too.
We've got a great staff, but you know, this court has always had a good staff. Yeah, I mean, going back to when I sat in that chair, well, not that chair, but you know what I mean. Still had good staff. You know, you've been around long enough. You know, some of those courts you walk into and you can just feel the tension because the people working there don't get along. We've never really had that to that extent. We've always had people that didn't like Heather, but not to that extent.
I can remember going to the 34th District Court when it was in the old schoolhouse on Eureka.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in the actual building, and Zabrowski was on the stand, and the state trooper came in and put the gun on counsel's table. Zabrowski went nuts. It was a rifle. And that was in the days of the shootings in San Francisco and all that stuff. He went absolutely nuts on that.
It was a piece of evidence. He just walked in and laid it down.
Pardon?
It was a piece of evidence. The rifle. It was evidence in the trial.
Oh yeah, but the cop left it and walked away. And that building, if you remember, the lobby was just crowded. It was just teeming full of people.
Yeah.
And he was sure shooting that he thought he was gonna get shot. But there have been great stories with the judges and guns. The probate judge in Monroe County, I went into a conference with him, and he's getting ready to go on the bench, and he's tucking his 38 in his belt. And he says, "Yeah, Dennis, that's a 38. That's what I'm doing." He says, "I don't have a court officer, so I'm my own court officer." Well, as you can imagine, his bench was like yours, but the seats were real close to him.
Right.
And all I could picture is him getting nutsy cuckoo and plowing about 3 or 4 of us on the, in a bit of anger. But the best stories are the true ones.
Yeah, almost always. Almost always. You keep him busy?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
This interfered a little bit. I had back surgery 2 months ago.
2 months? I'd say you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, well, I'm about to be let go by the doctor on this thing.
Good, good for you. Good luck.
This is for one Hubbard, and this is for the second Hubbard. A copy for them and a copy for you, sir.
Okay, great. Do I need to hang around?
No, you are all set, with us, sir.
Gee, that's pretty good. Well, what I want to make sure I do is.
Make sure you check the times and dates and all that stuff works. Okay,
I
guys?
did a 9/1. What it was supposed to be.
Right here. I did a search warrant last night
Oh,
for.
at 9/12, okay.
And.
Sir, how are you?
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it.
Yeah, you hold on to this.
Where'd that white hair come from?
Hey, I earned it.
How are you?
That's the topic.
Yep.
COPD.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for Rob to bring you right.
Yep.
What are you up to, Bob? Come on up here.
6/10/24.
Stand right here.
See attached photo.
To adjourn.
Citation. Here,
What are you doing now?
I'm trying to earn a living.
You still working?
Yeah, I have to.
Still building?
No, just, I'm working for a guy that used to work for me. We're doing, have you seen the 1-day shower stalls?
Yep.
We're doing those.
Okay. Probably a lot of work.
It's quick. You just-
Yeah, I mean, probably a lot of jobs though. A lot of people want to do it.
They're so backed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've got 14 different installers in this company. This is just a no-name company.
Right. Right. Yeah, they don't do the national advertising and they're still
No.
backed up.
She's not.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Mr. Young says give you 60 days.
60 days.
All right. Heather's going to put together a paper notice for you. And we'll get it to you in just a second.
All right.
Good to see you. You look healthy.
You too. I'm trying.
Good. You look good with white hair.
Well, you're getting there.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Also, you need some help or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. You guys have a good day.
Have a good day, gentlemen. Dennis, it's a pleasure.
I say hello to my favorite 34th district court person. Nothing personal.
No, none taken.
Very good. So,
We're writing it up, we're gonna do it 2 seconds. okay?
Doing good.
We're still zooming, but most of my criminal dockets are live. Yeah. But we're still, if you want to watch what's going on, I'm on right now. I've got the camera on because people are just getting used to doing it. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Nunley. Wonderful. Good to see you. What do you got? Give me a name.
Nicholas Levin.
With an L?
Yep.
Are you doing something today or are you adjourned?
I'm doing something and adjourning. One's
Okay.
being dismissed, one's being adjourned.
Okay.
Nothing. How you been? You can see.
All right, People versus Leppin. Appearance.
Royce Nunley on behalf of the defendant, standing in for the attorney of record, Crystal Medina. I do believe at this time the prosecutor is going to dismiss the assault and battery charge, and we just need an adjournment for the second charge.
Okay, I can handle the dismissal. Heather's gonna get you a notice on the adjournment.
Sounds great. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Leppin, I'm assuming it's okay with you if I dismiss this?
Yes.
All right. Royce, I was trying to get you some work earlier.
Oh, I almost ran out of the courtroom as soon as you said, oh, I'm happy to assign someone. You would have seen like the cartoons, like me going through the wall, and just like impermanently going through it.
Well, these guys killed me.
I've never listened
If-
to
if-
about the travel, like time traveler or whatever. I've never
The last few sovereigns I've had in front of me, honestly, they had decent legal arguments. They just don't know how to get them out,
The one that I think.
Not that the traveling's a good argument.
I heard half of it. He
Yeah.
said like whatever he was driving under the definition wasn't like an ATV.
So that might be a good
That
argument.
might be- that might be
Yeah,
fine.
because there are,
I don't know, for Crystal, so. just-
September.
Sure.
there's a lot of stuff out there that's like hybrid stuff that since all those ordinances and statutes were written, so there could be something that falls through the cracks.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's not gonna get anywhere with his vitriol.
No, what is the weird, like, what is the trap? I don't understand that.
It goes way back when we traveled,
I know this.
without machines.
We have a constitutional right to travel. Is it some kind of like?
That's what they're using. They're saying I've got a constitutional right to travel and you can't restrict my right to travel by making me have a driver's license.
Okay.
And honestly, my memory stinks, but one of the first things I remember learning in driver's education was like day one, driving is a privilege granted by the state of Michigan. It's not a right.
Right.
We'll take that privilege away if you break the rules.
Right. It seems like pretty,
Yeah. Well, and that's what I try to shut them off. It's like, look, I don't buy that argument. I'm going to deny your argument, but go ahead, appeal me.
Right.
If you really think you're on solid footing legally, go appeal me. Circuit court judge can tell me I'm wrong, which ain't gonna happen because those arguments have been tried repeatedly.
I was in Oak Park a month ago and they were, the jury was there for some sort of sovereign.
Right.
Same sort of. I didn't stick around to watch. I wanted to, because Josh Kaplan now is the prosecutor over there.
I didn't, where at?
Oak Park.
I don't think I knew that.
I knew he's a prosecutor somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't know he was Oak Park though. Yeah.
Yeah, he was MIDC over there. He had been for a long time. But then.
Good for him.
They had the guy who had been there, this guy, Gene Lumber, been the prosecutor there for literally, I think like 50 years. or so.
Cool.
He finally retired and put it up for bid.
Oh, good for Josh. Yeah. He lives out in that area, I think, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah.
And he's a much more reasonable individual than the guy who's been there forever. Like, I've been in that other guy's office, like, as house counsel, and heard him say some borderline things that could have got the city sued.
Yeah.
About maybe some individuals
Yeah.
in the building. So everyone has like stories about it.
Yeah, so it was good time to go. Yeah.
All
All right, good to see you. Have a good day.
Well, I didn't file an appearance on it, but Eric Reiniger, just a dog.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Judge.
Starting with a G? Or what's the last name?
Reiniger. On the write-up, it's spelled Meininger.
Oh, R-E-I-N.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Do you remember Ron Reiniger?
I do. Why do I remember that name?
He was
Was he a realtor?
construction guy, and his wife was a
Builder,
realtor. She
builder,
passed away-
yep.
He passed away a couple years ago.
Yep.
Now, Eric gave me a call about just a dog.
Yeah.
But he was Epic Accounting.
Is
down in
Eric,
Boston.
Eric the son?
Eric's the son, yeah. But I haven't seen him in umpteen years, so I don't know what he looks like anymore. All right.
Moving pretty slow today. Here. Yep. Are you ready, Mr. Mays?
I am, Judge.
All right.
He's not here.
I don't think we need him.
I just, he has been texting me a lot about this case.
Okay.
But I've called and texted him and I can't seem to reach him this morning. I know that he's got some health problems.
You want me to do an adjournment?
You know what, let's just set that in the file because it's signed, and it's good and it's addressing his concerns. I just don't want to make a formal record of it. Why don't we just kind of let it sit there for a New York minute maybe?
Well, let's put a date on the calendar. We'll adjourn it with the idea that you can get it done before that.
Yeah.
What's her next date? Caitlin's.
It's fine. I'm not gonna even show up.
That's
I'm gonna just plan on calling and just saying, let's just enter it. Is that fair, Judge?
I don't think this has to be in a record.
Right.
Civil infraction.
Yeah.
July 25, what time?
9 a.m.
Okay, just communicate with Heather.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Oh, if that's gonna be what we do, send in appearance.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should.
Because at this point, he has no attorney.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Counsel, adjournment?
No, just civil rights. Rob, Mr. Young, of course, is in there talking in this week.
Well, so there we go.
What's that? Okay. We got to drop protection or all? Nope, just make sure it's paid within 30 days. Cool. Thank you.
195.
195. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Where's this
We
one?
need the purple strap. So it'll be a court session on it.
Just blame it on Jamie, she'll buy that.
Well, no, that's just by issue of love. Trust me. Fire, Rob. I was like, he wants to watch you. That's why I didn't all. Skateboard, man.
Wanted to watch a little court. Of course, I wasn't bringing files.
Well, that's why Rob was taking so long. It's not because it's slow.
Matthew Bird.
Ready, Your Honor? Hey, Your Honor, for the record, Jeff Feish, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Bird. Your Honor, in this matter, prosecutor wishes to dismiss these counts. Defense has no objections.
Any objection from you? Case dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Enjoy your day. Is it Wyke?
Weissy.
Weissy? Come on up, Miss Weissy.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeff Feish, appearing on behalf of and with Ms. Weissy. Ma'am, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Shonda Wishay.
Wishay, my apologies. Your Honor, today's date and time set for arraignment in this matter is the waiver form of reading stand mute. Also had a chance to pre-trial this case, Your Honor. In this matter, this young lady wishes to plead guilty to the charge of misuse of the 911
Thank you.
with the understanding the court would take the file for a period of 3 months. If no more future incidents like this or any other criminal matters, the court would consider dismissal of these charges. Your Honor, in this matter, it is an infant, it is a baby who is playing with a cell phone.
Oh,
And if you take a cell phone, and I don't understand this, but if you push a button a couple times, it goes directly to 911.
yeah,
And it happened more than once, but it won't happen again.
okay.
But there was never any threats.
No,
or
I got you.
Nobody ever needed it.
Not the normal charge for
And
this.
this
nature.
is the most beautiful little baby, but she's all hands.
Okay. Weissy?
Wishay.
Wishay. All right, Ms. Wishay, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch?
Yes,
You understood those?
yes,
You understand the possible penalty for this charge?
yes,
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
yes,
The facts he just gave me, are those true?
yes.
Are you satisfied that I've got a factual basis?
I'm satisfied, Your
All
Honor.
right. Anything else I should know before I
No,
sentence? All right. Ma'am, if I charge $1, I've got to charge at least 145. That's the minimum I charge. So I'm going to charge you $145. Can you pay it today?
I cannot pay it today.
Go on downstairs and make a loan. And stay out of trouble for 3 months.
Okay.
You're all set.
Young man, what's your name? Andrew? Camden. How old are you, dude? Good deal. Does your dad let you watch YouTube? Okay. If you go to our website, 34thdistrictcourt.com, you can click on the links and you can see court live. So you can do it from home. You can watch court. All right. Do you have any questions? None? I thought 9-year-olds had lots of questions.
He doesn't know any questions.
All right, well, if you think of one before you leave, let me know. Hey, Camden, you know why the bicycle couldn't stand up by itself? It was too tired.
Good dad joke. All right, let's go. Well, we know he's polite. Yeah. All right, thank you, sir.
Work or adjournment?
Well, thank you, sir.
Jamie, work or adjournment?
This work, what's the name of?
David Mott, sir.
Mr. Mott, you can step up. One's Mott, M-O-T-T, and the other one will be, so how I can't keep that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That's not my thing. I just bought it in for somebody else.
Oh,
Mr.
Good
Graziani,
morning,
your
Judge.
appearance for Mr. Mott.
Thank you, Judge. John Graziani appearing on behalf of David Mott, P number 43387. Judge, we've reached a conclusion on this matter, and Mr. Mott is
prepared to plead guilty to violation of parental responsibility. It's our understanding it will be under MCLA 771.1 and for 12 months and other conditions that your court provides, sir.
Thank you. Sir, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Graziani?
Yes, I did.
You understood all those?
Yes,
You understand the possible penalty for today's charge?
I do.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. All right, the problem child, son or daughter?
Son.
Name?
Titan Mott, Titan.
Titan.
Yes.
And age?
10.
10. All right, what was going on that Titan wasn't hitting school when he was supposed to back in May?
Just explain.
Yes, so I moved to Livonia from out of the school district. I wanted to keep him there because he's on the spectrum and he's special needs, and the school is very good. I love
Awesome.
the school itself, Brown Elementary.
Oh, yeah, good, yeah.
Yeah, so I was commuting all the way from Livonia to
Okay.
there. I was in an accident. I herniated my L5S1, so I was down for about a month and a half.
Okay.
I was relying on the little bit of family I have in the area,
Mhm.
and they're elderly, so they're not very consistent on
Right.
driving, and it's
Right.
such a far distance.
Yep.
And beyond that, my transmission on the truck went out. I had about 3
Perfect
weeks.
storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And besides that, where my fault really was not getting doctor's notes when he was sick.
Mhm.
And I was ignorant to the fact that this could be a problem like
Right,
that. So
right.
the culmination of everything together created this
Okay.
problem.
Okay. How many days did he miss?
I think like between 25 and 30
Okay. All
for the
right.
year. He
Count-
finished and graduated 4th grade. I'm going to put
Is he
him in-
back to Brown next year or you moved him?
I'm putting him in Plymouth schools next
Closer.
year. I'm gonna try them out.
Yep.
I'm very overprotective of him because of his needs.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give them a try and then go
Okay.
from there.
Okay.
Because the commute was just too much for me.
Sure. Counsel, are you satisfied that I've gotten the facts I need?
You certainly have gotten the facts out, Judge. I am satisfied,
Okay.
and
All right.
we hope you accept it.
So it sounds like the perfect storm from this year is probably not repeatable.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I've never had
All right.
problems in the past.
So
with him.
here's how this works. For 12 months, stay out of trouble, no crime sprees.
Okay.
If further problems, I won't even know about it because he's out of my district now. So just stay out of trouble for 12 months. We'll dismiss this at the end of that time period.
Sounds good, sir.
Questions?
No, I comprehend it all.
You're all set.
Judge, does he have to report to the window or anything
Nope.
else?
Nope.
Judge, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck with the new school.
Seeing you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Absolutely, sir.
Give me 1 second. Yeah.
I've got an adjournment for Swihart. Jamie, would you call that name? I pronounce it Swihart. It was an adjournment, but I'm assuming they just,
He's gonna pay today.
I'm assuming Swihart probably didn't know that it's an adjournment, so I'm assuming they just left, didn't know they had to come in here. So just make sure they're not out there.
Swigert?
Swihart.
Swigert.
SWIHRHART.
Swigert.
Might be Swihart, but.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
See you around.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
He's still here?
Yeah. Sir, your case is going to be adjourned?
Yes.
Okay, we're just going to get you notice. Just have a seat there and we'll get you notice. Then you can get out of here. Just sit right there, back there. Yeah, we'll get you out of here as soon as we get the paperwork.
Mr. Young is writing this up right now, Judge, instead of bringing it up in a second.
Thanks.
Okay.
Enjoy your day, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, good point. Okay, this is funny. I don't like when people take animals and taxidermy them and do something cute with them. This is pretty fun.
Oh, that is.
I mean, I
That
would
is
never,
great.
I would never. I think it's disrespectful.
Mr. Wilson? Nathaniel Wilson?
Heather, do you have an alpha? Do you have an alpha?
Yes.
You want to go through and tell me who we took care of?
Antel,
Did, yep.
next page.
Nobody else on the front page? Holy cow.
Kopek,
Copic, 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 Copic. Copic, Cosme, and Kraft.
next page. Hubbard. Next page. Crusel.
Man, we're not doing too good.
Crusel, Leppin, Marquis.
We got a lot of multiples today.
Miller, and Mott.
Yep.
Carson Parks, Reininger, Sandusky, Wiley, Wilson, Weissy,
Hold on. Wiley, Wilson, and Weissy. Yep.
and then last page is down.
Z down. What time to go to today?
I'm sorry.
What's your latest scheduled pre-trial?
We always do 9:20 or 10 o'clock.
Thanks.
What beautiful. Yeah, they are picking straight up. She will not give breaks on any.
Now that we're all aware of it, we try to sell it.
Any school buses. So they cut straight up to whatever. Why are they saying it? Okay, I'm changing it right now.
Okay, this is cool.
Oh my gosh. That is cool.
Fish tower they put the ponds. Somehow it's like almost like a vertical. They stick it in the pond, and sometimes while they pump it, so it sticks up above the surface of the pond, right? So
Okay.
let's say you have this side of the pond. Somehow they pump water so around. Well, the fish come in here and they follow it up in the box. So you're standing outside the pond and looking at this thing above the pond. It's got all the fish.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
It's done, sorry.
This is pretty good too. See what's going on? See what's going on?
He's throwing the ball at the kid running.
Yeah, it says, do this at bedtime. The kid thinks they're winning the game, and all you're doing is wearing them off so they go to bed.
I didn't see that it said do it at bedtime. It's just, well,
I saw a great one yesterday, watching YouTube shorts. Give me a name, Jamie.
Rodriguez is that file I had up top there for you.
Got that one
And
ready.
the other one here is Shimon, Alti Shimon. I can't read the writing.
All right, how about Rodriguez?
Hearing on behalf of the defendant,
Morning.
present to my right.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, you are, first of all, you went over your rights, you understand your rights and options?
So Mr. Rodriguez does not speak English.
Ah.
I spoke to him in Spanish. I explained all of his rights to him. I explained that the prosecutor is offering to dismiss the driving while license suspended in exchange for a $100 double parking ticket. He understands his rights and he wishes to accept that offer made.
Yeah, and as his attorney, you've got the authority to enter this plea?
I do.
So I really don't need him to talk at all.
It's a civil infraction. I believe I do.
And here's the problem. Rob keeps doing this. He sends these in with a $100 agreement. If I assess any money, I gotta assess $145 minimum.
Okay.
So see if he's okay with that, or you need to go back
Okay,
and talk to
so el
Rob.
mínimo que tiene que pagar es 145. Eso es el mínimo que no puede aceptar. No puede hacer 100. Todavía está discutido, puede pagar esos 145.
145.
Yeah. Yep, okay.
Can you pay that today, or do you need time?
¿Puedes pagar hoy o necesitas tiempo? You can pay today.
Okay. Can you help him out with the process downstairs?
Absolutely.
All right, then thank you very much.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, misdemeanor dismissed. Oh, you know what, Royce? He also owes money on an equipment violation from that same day.
He has paid that. He brought in the receipt.
Probably
that, he paid
today or,
250.
yeah, a couple days ago, probably.
Yep, he's got it. Okay, todo.
We're good. Anwar Al Othman? Just an adjournment.
Yep, personally on behalf of the defendant, we're just seeking an adjournment. So I believe.
How far out do we need to go?
I think they said August 22nd was that date.
Does that work, Heather?
Yep.
Okay. All right, you can go back to work. Sir, if you just have a seat, we'll get you a paper notice for that new court date.
Right.
Good luck.
You have one more?
Yeah, I got one more for Crystal.
I don't have any paperwork for another one.
Is it Natalie Olskak?
Who's the prosecutor?
That would be Rob.
That's why.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Asking for a bench trial set out in the future. It's Crystal's case, and she wanted to set it to bench.
We think we should wait for Crystal's date, because I can set it if she's not available.
Where's she at?
She asked me.
She was here.
She sent Crystal Medina?
No, when he was.
Oh, that, Chris,
Yeah, she asked me to ask for it to be set out as far as possible. That's the only thing she put in the email.
Okay, well, then that makes sense. Then okay.
Natalie, is it Olshak?
Olzak.
Say it again.
Olzak?
All right, do you understand you have a constitutional right to a jury trial on this file?
Yeah.
You're gonna waive the jury so we can schedule a bench trial?
Yes, please.
Okay, Just have a seat. We'll get you a date,
Thank you.
get you a piece of paper and get you out of here.
Last name, sir? Bullock?
Got it in front of me. You got a date yet?
For, also, it would be September 12th and 11th.
All right, appearance on Bullock.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowles appearing on behalf of Mr. Bullock. Sir, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Arman Bullock.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today's date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. Wait for the reading stand. You've also had a chance to retry this case. In this matter, Mr. Bullock would be pleaded guilty to an advocate, driving a license suspended as a first offender,
Right.
with the understanding the two original charges would be dismissed.
Thank you. Mr. Bullock, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowles?
Yes, sir.
You understood those?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of these things, are you pleading guilty to drove while license suspended first, freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, did you drive a vehicle in Sumter on June 17, 2024 while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge and dismiss both the original charges. I am prepared to sentence you today. What should I know?
Your Honor, he's in the process. He has to go in front of the driver's license appeal division eventually. I explained to him how this will impact that. He
Gonna
understands.
put that down the road a little bit more.
That's what I'm saying.
He has a number for an attorney.
Good.
To begin the process.
Easy trigger.
That's all.
Okay. Are you working, sir?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
RF Custom Carpentry.
He's a house builder.
Okay. Busy right now, I bet.
Yes.
Yeah. How long?
Being called right now, that's where I'm at.
How long you been with the business?
I've been there for 10 years.
Okay. All right. Where are you building at? Where?
Currently, right now, I'm building at Milan.
Okay.
Girlfriend lives in Sumter. And
Yep. Yep. Okay. Anything else you want me to know?
no, sir.
All right. So we've got another 1, 2 tickets here. Looks like you're into us for over $2,000 on these.
Yeah, I'm paying on those right now.
You got a balance or a payment plan already?
Yes, sir. I've been paying on. I have a payment plan.
When's the last time you made a payment?
Last month.
Really?
Yes.
It's funny because it came in as balance due. Usually it comes in as payment plan if you've already got a
Yeah,
payment.
I've been paying on.
Okay. All right.
They'll add this to the.
So what we'll do on this file, you can just add that into the payment
Yes,
plan.
sir.
Anything else you want me to know before I set the sentence?
No, sir.
All right.
This is gonna keep on continuing to just add on to what I owe right now.
Correct.
Okay.
We're just gonna,
Payment longer duration.
we're gonna increase your balance.
Okay.
Balance due. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give you a break on this. $500.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm just gonna make a note, add to plan.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But you want to go downstairs, so when you walk out of here, you got the new paperwork.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And get back to work. We need more houses.
Yeah, so I watched this one yesterday. This old man looked like he was in his late 80s at least. I don't know who he was. You too short, right? You don't even know who's talking most of the time. So they're interviewing him, and he says, these young parents don't know how to parent kids. He said, when my boy was little, he brought me the little car and said, Daddy, my car broke. He said, because the wheel fell off. And I sat down when I was reading, I picked it up, I said, it sure did. And I threw it in the trash. I went back to him. He said, I'm watching the little guy. Pretty soon I see his little lips start to pout out, start to quiver a little bit. And I looked around, I said, son, what's wrong? He said, Daddy, you threw it in the trash. Well, you said it was broken. And it was. But Daddy, can't you fix it? He said, no, well, maybe you can. Trash handed the kid. He said he went and sat in the corner. He said in less than 2 minutes, he figured it out, put that wheel back on that axle, push it out, and he's back playing with his car. I praised him up and down. Oh, what a great job you did. That's fantastic. He said, how did you do that? Kid explained what he discovered and how it went together. He said, these parents that want to do everything for their kids, he said, they don't teach them anything. They can't learn. I thought that was a great story. It's such a good assessment of what's so wrong with so many things.
And what's great is sometimes my daughter's, what's the weather tomorrow? Yeah. said, guys, you have that phone, right?
You got they got the same technology you
But
got.
at least she's talking to you.
Well, they do, I have that with my kids, look, you got that phone that stays in the garbage, you guys use it for, check the level. Yeah. And I also, like, guys, there's any questions concerning nutrients and stuff, there's people, millions of them have the same problem you have, and they'll actually do an instructional.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing in the world.
Oh, YouTube is like
For mechanics.
best thing in the world for
When
DIY.
I was a kid, we're gonna go, once I have to go to shop, hey guys, how do you guys?
Yeah.
So you get like the input for them, that the instructional part is great, so they walk you
This
through.
one is Nathaniel Wilson.
That's too much work. You won't do that.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson.
Morning.
Mr. Wilson, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
All right. And Mr. Young, you're muted.
Your Honor, asking for an adjournment until August 8th. We think we are on at least the path to get something resolved here.
August 8th.
Yep, August 8th at 9.
Mr. Wilson, August 8th, 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Hold on. Let's do it at 10 o'clock. I'm assuming you're going to still be in Colorado?
I'm still in Colorado, yes, sir.
All right, let's do 10 o'clock on the 8th.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Can I ask, Heather, do I have anybody else in Zoom waiting or no?
Yes, you do. I'm gonna put you in the room now.
He's going in there now? Okay, put me in there, if you would, please. Thank you.
What's going on?
The baby. Like, aw, he's like, hey, mom, it's right now. Oh, is it? Yeah. Did she really? Because she lives 2 doors down, right? Yes, Rob.
All right, 350 double parking, DWLS, and whatever that additional charge is dismissed.
All right, say that again. What are we doing for Ms. Bomer?
Ms. Bomer she's gonna plead responsible to double parking, $350. The DWLS and the related plate charge, whatever it is, will be dismissed also.
All right. Ms. Bomer, you're going forward without a court-appointed attorney?
Correct.
All right. You understand your rights and options?
Yes, I do. I just want to know, how do I set up a payment arrangement for that?
I'll get to that in just a moment.
Perfect.
So the way you want to resolve this, according to Mr. Young, is you're going to plead responsible to a civil infraction double parking, and you've agreed to pay fines a cost of $250, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll accept that plea. I'll dismiss both of the misdemeanor charges that were issued to you.
Okay.
You can either do this in person at the court, or you can get on our website. Just Google 34th District Court. Under the Contact Us tab, you can make arrangements for payment.
Perfect.
You need to do that within the next couple of days to avoid problems.
I'll do it as soon as I get out of Zoom with you.
There you go. That'll work. Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and the agreed upon amount again was $250, right?
$350, Your Honor.
$350.
350. Thank you.
350.
All right, you're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm off of Zoom, I take it.
That should be it for your online.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. We'll put that on there.
Yeah.
Because you know he's being loved. and everything.
Right, yeah. He graduated level 1 when he was school. So,
And I'm sure that.
Look at this little alligator attack this next month.
Yes, I've seen it, and he never lifts the cigar in his mouth.
The alligator's only that big.
Huh?
Scar probably went out.
Oh, from the.
He went underwater.
Yeah, yeah. We'll let that thing get his dog. So I need to check with, credit. With this one, these two were out of state.
Or I've seen similar. We took an old upright piano.
Wow.
I always wanted to do that. This week I got a text that the piano at the Methodist church that was throwing it out. I'm like, no, I got time.
But you can make that, yeah. That's kind of.
Believe me, if I ever decide to do it, I'll be able to find a piano somewhere. Because those things are hard to get rid of.
They are. Lena remembers that day about his house, they came on the piano, so it was in the basement.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And I know people that have taken it apart piece by piece to get rid of them. What's going on, lady?
nothing, just came up.
How are you? Okay, how are you?
I'm here, I'm alive.
Well, that's all that matters.
Taken over by
What do you want? How about the how tough it was? Right, and how many houses are there? I said, seriously? I said, come out to my house, we're playing about 3,000 houses. Oh, years ago, I had seen it forever, which is crazy, because that's on 2 or 3 times. I had seen. I said, what's the last time you heard of it? 8 months ago? Yep. I haven't seen it here. A lot of adjournments. So, I mean, he's only been here twice. How many times, hey,
How many times has Roxanne been in here? Twice, 3 times?
Roseanne, I've been in here like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She didn't know why I was. Oh, yes. She said, first thing, always figures it's not a heavy docket, nothing. Just because he dockets, I don't know. You don't know. So, get it. So, stuff. Got your eyes, you know, you have everything else, but on that school, you had your. With that stuff, I do hopes, as it think about waiting for it, because I'll be all kinds of leeway. It's just us. I said, I'll be real lenient on that. I said, security, I'm not wasting their time trying to screw you. That's not, that's just not. Royce was in here for the first part of it. I was going from guys motions to this. Royce came up here and said, I could not fast when you start talking about his jury trials. So I could just see you pulling in me and say, talk to you.
Even though he'd be the good one to talk
He
to.
would. That's so many times that yeah, could be a decent argument with this guy. He claims that what he's got is not an RV. He claims it's not a vehicle, or it's not an RV. I told Royce, I said, there's a lot of like hybrid stuff on the roads, you know, in the woods and stuff coming up. I said, he might have something that falls through the cracks. I said, he's gonna get no. He just, Jamie told me, Jamie said he walked in with clothes on. Yeah. Well, and like, I'm not even talking about the traffic. All travel is operating. So we're not going there. Dismiss, that motion to dismiss on that ground is denied. In appealing, I encourage you to appeal to the circuit court. What other hat do you want to hang? You know, what other hook do you want to hang your hat on for this one? So I give her a chance to respond. Ordinance says no RVs on the road. Supposedly talked to all kinds of police officers, including some of them. Said when it was open. He told this guy, so and so told me it's okay, talk to your sergeant. This is not an RV. Like, right? And I said, okay, but what you got is a difference in opinion. Some people think what you were doing was okay. Obviously, the guy who wrote the ticket doesn't. That's something for me to decide. Right here, all the testimony. I said, it's not a probable cause issue. I said, you agree if there's an ordinance on the books and all, you know, that gives him a reason to stop it. You know, yeah, that's because he doesn't understand the law. Right. Look, I don't give a shit if you're objecting, because your objections don't mean anything. I don't care if you don't like my decision. I just want to make sure you understand my decision so that you can my decision if you choose to. But you keep saying object, that's not helpful. But he's watched something on TV, right? But I try to have fun. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It was the one where the insurance company did.
Oh, PSP.
The DOB was.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're denying.
Yeah.
I think that is. That is not what they said.
Well, and if you claims, I said, Judge, even if I'm gracious enough to say that's their denial, I'm still okay. And you know, the attitude, either one of them turns on. This guy was just I told you the Judge Mark had a jury trial, the attorneys nobody contacted her, said this was settled. He was the plaintiff's attorney. But it was really, she said, even after she heard everything, it was kind of like, okay, this council, you contact the court, right? So, wait, now, those make my head. Yeah, you probably heard me tell them, like, guys, I have this stuff now, my bad. You know, I know there are just court judges. I almost.
Yeah.
He can't help it.
Oh, that's a normal.
Yeah, I think he can. I don't know the guy, but obviously he can, because I talk fast. And it's hard to slow yourself down. Yeah, I think I kind of.
Yeah.
You're talking fast, and I can. And he's. Well, if especially that wasn't that day. James the worst. I don't know. James the worst. Somebody about where they got to go. Right. Used to be, I could just say that's what I got here, filter out. Now I have a lot of trouble. Somewhere I have a lot of trouble. Which is funny, you think you just would hear that much.
They, you know, you learn to filter the kids out after a while. That's not our world.
I don't know. I think it's.
Do you like peace and quiet going out?
No, I think I've always been a thing. Well, it depends on what I'm doing, right? You know, if I'm trying to read a book, I can just kind of zone out and read a book.
But sometimes we change.
Oh, absolutely.
We don't like noise. Like when I was younger and I had no kids, I didn't care about the noise.
You couldn't get away from it.
Yeah, so I was like, whatever, but now it's, whatever you bump to the ball in the house, like I can't stand the sound of the ball bouncing in the house.
Right.
First of all, it shouldn't be that house. But it irritates me. And it didn't.
That's crazy. You know, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, search warrants. It's been a long time since you expressed the train. Extremely like sleeper. My brain figured out really early in that process. You don't have the equipment. You don't have the equipment. Yeah, but then nobody sleep, right? Anyway, Cheyenne, excuse me, Suzanne, who's not a sleeper, you know, as soon as there's a whimper, she's up. But now you fast forward, when I started search warrants, her brain quickly found out that for me. So she doesn't even hear it. So, you know, next day she's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Oh man, all right." It's like search warrant last night, 2 hours. Really? Never heard phone ring.
Yeah.
Brain's amazing.
Adapts to it. It is.
Nothing else going on?
No.
All right.
I just sit in the hallway for a while.
Oh, he certainly knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
He's
I met him on
been at the
Zoom.
game a long time.
He has. That's why he's.
He used to be downriver. Is his office still downriver?
I think so. We have another attorney who wants to come to 34. Are you familiar with Gabrielle Robinson?
I think so.
She asked her.
Where's she at? Is she local?
She.
Are you working her somewhere else? And
Yeah,
she just
she
went,
is.
well, she's probably just heard how much fun we are down there. What's the name?
Phyllis Gaden Robinson.
You know that name? I'm trying.
Aiden Robinson, I've heard of it, yes.
Okay. So any new attorney is always on a trial basis.
Sure.
Which is why you
Sure.
kind of show up. Sometimes,
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
Please be vocal about it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't think we're, my, like I said, my only fear with John is Sam's job. And there ain't fixing that. There is no fixing Jeff, because I've talked to him, He just can't not schmooze everybody he talks to. You know, he just can't just have a quick conversation. He's got to schmooze him for 20 minutes before he can even say hello.
We try to pair them up with.
Yeah, somebody faster. Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah.
watch that. for the
Yeah. Well, I'll keep an eye on that too. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
I might actually take off.
Do so.
See you later.
cold in there now. September 12th,
Mm-hmm.
is unavailable.
Okay.
So he said he could send somebody, but I'm gonna switch that day to a Tuesday. So we don't have anything on
Yeah.
Tuesday the 10th, and Caitlin's available the 10th as well.
That's fine.
Mr. Newman showed up because
Oh,
you were,
we told him no.
you were so mean to him, is what he told me, so you don't need his crime, right?
No.
Civil infraction, Rob? What's that? Civil infraction? Yes, yeah. So are we doing the 10th on trial?
Yep, we're gonna do the 10th, on that whole day.
Thank you for the accommodation. You're welcome. Judge, yes, sir. So I spent 8 days in Romania.
Yeah,
On a mission trip.
yeah. She said you were going.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
With the kids during the day, went into the villages at night. It was tough. You know, it was tough to get people to focus. But I
Right.
did a lot of spending time on the gospel. We talked a lot. I had some feedback. Most of them, you know, there's a language barrier, so I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
to
yeah.
interpret.
Transfer, yeah.
A couple of us were there, so we did for 8 days. and
Yeah.
It was really cool.
What were your conditions like? Pretty third world.
Good and bad. So you could go down the street and there's some nice houses.
Yeah.
And then there's houses that were in bad shape. Then we went to a couple areas that were real bad.
Yeah.
And felt bad for those people, of course, the kids. So there's poverty in lower middle class at best.
Yeah.
But I met the mayor.
So when-
over there. So he's got me
When you
doing
going
some
back?
work. Going back, I'm gonna be sure, but I'd go back with one other person. We had too many, and we had 11 people.
Okay.
You know, just.
Logistics.
Yeah. So I better go back with 2 guys and then made a
Good.
lot of great contacts.
Good.
So
How'd you pick Romania?
just ask me the church. I'm not going with you. So that-
Good deal. Glad you had a great experience. What's your name?
Adam Cullen.
Mr. Bowditch, go ahead while I look for the file.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of you and Mr. Cullen in place of his attorney of record, Mr. Jadala. Mr. Cullen, do you have any objection to me doing this today for Mr. Jadala?
No, sir.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, we would waive any arraignments and stand mute. We've also had a chance, Mr. Jadala has had a chance to pre-try this case with Mr. Young prior to today. There is an executed plea agreement subject to court approval.
Right, I'm confused. I don't know what the plea agreement is.
Your
He's
Honor,
gonna plead guilty to drug, dangerous dog.
I articulated
Got
the
it.
file number on
Got
that,
it.
just
Yep.
to make it simple.
Yep. Yep, okay, so he's gonna plead to one charge, that's gonna be a delayed sentence, and then everything else is dismissed.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
Conditions are on this, we understand, it's represented that the dog has been removed from the township, so for a year, the dog is not to be brought.
Okay,
Mr. Cullen is understanding and reading that.
all right, I'm gonna take a plea on 356C, like Charlie. Everything else is dismissed. You've discussed your rights and options with counsel?
Yes, sir.
You understand those rights?
Yep.
You understand those options?
Yep.
You understand the possible penalty for the dangerous dog misdemeanor?
Yeah.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to that charge freely and voluntarily today?
Yep.
Mr. Bowditch, I've got an 11/7, November 7th, 2023 incident date, if you can get me my facts.
Yes, Your Honor. On that day, Mr. Cullen, did you have a dog in your possession
What day?
in November, the date these tickets were issued?
December 7th, 2023.
Yeah.
You had a dog in your possession?
Yeah. That's the dog we got rid of?
Yes. Did the dog nip at a couple people?
Supposedly.
Are you satisfied that that happened? You pleaded guilty.
Yeah,
Are you satisfied that
yeah,
that happened?
Yes.
There was no mauling. There's no civil action pending, Your Honor.
Gotcha.
Just probably an overprotective dog.
Okay, all right.
And the dog has been removed, Your Honor.
All right, I will accept the plea to that charge. I will dismiss the A and B tickets. I will dismiss ticket or charge ending in 718A, B, and C, and ticket ending in 852, and ticket ending in 133. So all those will be dismissed. Before we sentence on today's charge, it looks like there's also a registration or plate violation that has $200 due on. Did you know about that one? Civil infraction, registration or plate?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So what should I know before I set the terms of sentence on the delayed sentence file?
Only the fact, Your Honor, that the dog will not return to Sumter Township.
Okay, Mr. Cullen, anything else you want me to consider? Don't feel that you have to give me any information. I'm just giving you the option.
Nope, that's it.
All right. So on the dangerous dog delayed sentence file, stay out of trouble. Dog doesn't come back to Sumter Township for a year, and court costs are assessed the amount of $500. So that means that file plus the civil infraction, you owe us $700. How much of that can you pay today?
Is there a payment plan we can set up? I can take
Sure.
care of like
How much can you pay today?
$100.
You want to just do 100 a month?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, go downstairs and make that arrangement down there, and you'll walk out of here with a payment schedule.
Okay.
Any questions?
Nope.
You're all set.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you get lost, you can ask the officer. They'll tell you.
Somebody's always willing to tell you where to go.
All right. Appreciate it. Come on, Mr. Chairman.
Zervos?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bowditch?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeff Bowditch appearing on behalf of the Cerveros. Sir, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Mark N. Zarafos.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for Raymond in this matter. Reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case, Your Honor. In this matter, Mr. Zarafos wishes to plead guilty to an added count of operating while impaired, with the understanding the original charge would be dismissed.
Okay. Sir, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch?
Yes,
You understood those?
yes, yes, Your
Did
Honor.
do you understand the possible penalty for the charge of impaired driving?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding the charge, possible penalty for that charge, and the rights and options that you have today, are you pleading guilty to that added charge freely and voluntarily?
Yes, I plead guilty.
Mr.
Your Honor.
Bowditch, June 2024 was our incident date, if you can give me the facts on that.
On June 20th of this year, Mr. Chairman, were you driving the vehicle?
Yes, yes, Your, yes, Mr.
Had you been drinking?
Yes,
What had you been drinking?
beer.
Do you believe because of the consumption, were you in Sumter Township?
I was in Sumter Township.
Do you believe because of the consumption of this beer that your ability to drive a vehicle was impaired on that day?
I do believe that, yes.
And did you take a breath test?
I did.
You know the results.
0.11.
Do you have any reason to question or doubt the validity of that test?
No, I do not.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, I will accept the plea to the impaired driving charge, dismiss the original charge, and send Mr. Zarafos down to the probation department. And looks like I need to put him on a personal bond. All right, so the way this is gonna work, I'm gonna send you downstairs today. You're gonna get set up with 2 court dates to come back. One will be an interview date with a probation officer.
What
Second-
office? I'm sorry, what office? Interview?
Probation office.
Okay.
Downstairs. Second date is going to be the sentencing date. So based on the first date, the probation officer will put together a report and recommendation.
Okay.
You'll have a chance to look at it with Mr. Bowditch when you come back for the second date, your sentencing date. I'll have looked at it. Then we'll have a conversation about what's in that report and anything else you fellows want me to talk about.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In the meantime, your personal bond conditions are as follows. Stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. Do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood-altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription, and cooperate with probation so we can get you back here and wrap this up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond?
I'm sorry, I have to say it one more time. I didn't catch it.
Do
all.
you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
You're all set. Go on downstairs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me have your list. I'll check.
This last one that just walked out, what was that case about? The older fellow with the glasses?
Xerophos, it was a plea.
I'm what kind of charge?
Drinking driving.
Oh,
He is? Maybe just because he's relieved he didn't go to jail. Maybe he thought he was going to jail.
that's probably what it is then.
Say again?
He was under advisement for animal.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Man, we're doing really poorly today.
There's still people out, still at least 3 more people.
Yeah, I remember the name, but I don't remember the charge.
1 month delay.
Oh, then he might have avoided that.
He
These-
got on it June 13th, and then he got this June 20th.
Oh, boy.
That sucks.
Look at this kid.
They just found a German Shepherd, I think it's in California, some way off the beaten path. Some hikers found this German Shepherd zip tie, not the zip tie, it's zip ties all around his neck. They were able to get the one off his mouth, and then
Couldn't drink, couldn't eat.
no, no. And so but he was 80 pounds, so he must not have been there very much, very long. But they said he was very, very friendly, and they took him down the mountain or whatever. And they took him to a vet. I think they said they were zip ties on. And then there was just one this morning that I just read, some cave people, that go down the deep caves or whatever. They just went in spelunkers. They just went in 40 to 50 feet deep, alive. They're like, there's animal skulls all over the place in this one dog was alive. She was just shaking and, everything.
So it must be a whole lot of surface things are falling.
Must be, but yeah, it doesn't look like anything's wrong with her. She looked kind of chunky, and they covered her up and everything, but the owner that caves on, he said he's the property owner, he said he's yes, I want just somewhere. And they said that anytime that lumpers go down, they always have some type of rescue equipment with them. So amongst all of them,
Right,
they
sure,
were
always,
able
always,
to,
yeah.
they were able to.
They gotta remember, they gotta be able to get themselves up.
Yeah.
Or each other.
Mhm.
Have a seat, please, okay? So last, we got two buttons. Gonna get your.
Felicia and Basil?
It's gonna be August 22nd.
August 22nd?
Yes. No, look at my competition.
No, you're right about anything look good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Couple minutes and I'll get you out of here, okay?
Adjournment? Of course. Jamie, maybe we could do, if you guys get a second, run your docket against mine.
Sure.
Thanks.
Got the master sheet here,
Thank you.
verified and tin wrapped.
Thank you very much. So the orange ones are the no-shows, right? Orange is here.
Yep.
And what was our last scheduled pretrial, 10?
10 o'clock.
And what else we got? We got a formal hearing,
Formal hearing, Crusel.
and that's it. No bench trials.
No.
All right. So orange is,
You know who's
all
sitting
right,
out there? Augustina.
Oh,
She showed up, she said she reports.
all right, so orange is here.
Orange is here.
like she's here with, when we still had on ABC.
Man, we really didn't do well today for appearance. Yeah. What's your charge? And according to the docket, it's a show cause, so she must have already pled.
No, she already missed.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Hold on, it's Kuzo, the 11 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay. That's a lot of tickets. The hell are they? Oh, equivalent fractions, that would make sense.
Violation technical required. If you want my card.
All right. Thanks, Jim.
You gotta get some fire under belly.
And Kuz is the only one. Right? The only one we should have left.
Oh, well, Augustinus here.
Okay. Yeah, she should be driving a maroon GMCs, and I think she's out there. Thanks.
It's whoever has Romulus. That Michelle's not here. That's somebody will be back on. Yeah.
What up, bro? What are your comments?
Are you issuing complaints because she doesn't? Sure. Okay, so here, I just wanted to make sure. Perfect.
I should not have the Crusel files, right?
Orange.
Well, there's a gazillion files on, oh, they're all tickets. There you go. Separate tickets.
Yeah, because I told them, because my, like.
No,
I said not to
no,
put
that's
files,
fine.
put one, so they can have something to write on.
Yeah,
But
that's
the
fine.
rest of them, we'll handle separately, because they're only gonna see one.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen an unlawful action charge with it. Unlawful action.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty broad.
Does it say what it is?
Trespass. Trespass. Yeah. Okay.
She's scheduled for-
Is that drink and drive? What's that?
I'm sorry.
What charge is that?
Failed to stop. Took one at, in here, and I think he was fixing. the car,
Yep.
she
Yeah.
showed,
Yeah.
and-
Yeah. Says right here, schedule for show cost 718. Payment plan due yesterday. Oh, I'm gonna put her in jail. Yeah, that showed money on that. Was her first one. Sure. Can't get off that more than you like you're supposed to. Yeah, so. Oh, good God. My husband, John Cole, is currently at St. Joe's Hospital. When is that scheduled? Yeah. Which is the high binary, isn't it? You need a motion, or you need an adjournment. Because you can't show up to address the fact that your case was dismissed because you don't show up.
And it's on Zoom. We're not in person.
She says he's at St. Joe's where she's failure. That can be helping enough too.
trying to keep the 18th available for that meeting. Yeah, because I told him I want to do it the 18th. On the 5th, I want to do it up north.
Yeah, and we still don't have a time.
Well, I got an email today that said it's definitely not going to happen on the 18th. It's not. Boy, he might be, because when he filed his objections to the order of dismissal, he submitted a receipt for his bargains. So, but I'm assuming, I don't know for a fact, but I'm assuming the way it works is if they suspend you for non-payment, they probably give you X number of days, and all you gotta do is pay the dues, and it's on that.
So I'm gonna cross you off for the 25th meeting then. I can just exit off. I'll just leave my note. I'll leave my note there.
And my thing is now, I didn't tell them I was available on 25th, so set up for the 25th, I got to decide.
I didn't decide it. They.
No.
Oh, yeah, because I got the
said-
email saying
I
that.
said I'm available the 18th, and then they just went off on. Could do that 25th.
But if they can't even give you a time.
Right.
That's the problem. I mean, if they can tell you 1 o'clock, then that's okay. But then you can get out, but we have a morning docket.
It's tough, because they got 5 communities, they gotta get somebody from each community. Plus they're inviting, John Camilleri. Plus they asked me if I could get scale there. I'm not gonna talk to scale until we get paid, right?
Yeah, exactly. So now the judges.
Let's just do it. Votage, it's a straight dismissal. What's the last name?
Consiglio?
You need to step up or?
No. No, I'll just put it on the record. Are you Melissa Consiglio? All right, do you have any objections if I dismiss this case? Goodbye. Enjoy your day. Who's talking to our late show?
Votage. But I noticed when he talks to her, unfortunately, it becomes a big conversation.
Well,
Let's see where he's at with that.
Let him know I got an 11 o'clock formal hearing, and if they're ready to go, I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
Oh.
Avery Taylor.
It's not a. Good morning, Princess.
Hey, Gwen, do you guys know if Avery is here today?
No, I have not seen it.
Okay,
He's
thanks.
here, but he's not in the building. Him and Christina
is out. with it.
Oh, that's right. They're out with the kids today. I forgot.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
So Bowie does not talk about Augustinus, that's the other attorney, he says he's gonna button that up, and they're coming to an agreement on that form.
Thank you.
There it is.
Are we ready on the People versus Rod Kuzo?
Yes, Sean. There's resolution, Your Honor.
Appearances.
Caitlin Foley Carter, Tarrant Township.
Good morning, Your Honor. Douglas Swadish standing in on behalf of the attorney of record, Nate Kuzo. Doug Swadish, number 66199. Do you want me to spell the last name?
Do we care which six I take a plea on?
Just for ease, how the first six and then the remaining can be dismissed.
Okay. All right. I was just gonna start with the 26 file because that's the one I actually have a file on. Yeah. Was there any kind of an agreement on fines and costs?
Whatever the court says.
And I think these are always 180 bucks, or that's our standard fee. So $180 times 6 on my Casio was $1,080. Need some time?
2 weeks if the court would allow
Sure. Okay, all others dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great day.
it. Thank you, Your Honor.
We have one more.
Who's that? Oh, yeah, yeah. I knew that was coming. Thanks. Swatosh. Is actually local. All right, whatever.
No.
Tell Mr. Graziani I'm ready to go.
Okay, we'll do.
Thanks. Shows up 3 hours late.
Now, correct? You want it now?
Now,
Yeah, that's.
scheduled at 8.
Don't have a valid warrant for not showing up when the failed to stop her ID and
I don't think so.
No, it would, she, I think, posted the bond, she has a hearing next week.
Good, okay.
She's got a payment plan on the parental responsibility and a show cause on failed to stop. Yeah. You know what? I would like nothing better than to give those classes. They've never asked me.
But do they even have?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Judges that they tap. Yeah, in the defense, Scales defense, they're probably afraid of what I might say, which I get it. But with very little humility, I do know how to run a docket. Good morning. Are you going forward today? Oh, there you go. Counsel, your appearance for Ms. Augustinus.
John Graziani appearing on behalf of Wendy Augustinus, P number 43387. Judge, we reviewed it and we're pleading the trespass. There was a bit of a misunderstanding, and as a result, whatever fines are imposed, Judge, because Ms. Augustinus is currently on probation in this district court, I'm asking for a nominal fine, perhaps $100, Judge. She's on a fixed income.
Okay. All right, just educational, because I know this is your first day as MIDC here. We've got some fees. If we charge anything, it's got to be $145 now. So we can charge nothing.
Okay.
Or we can charge 145 and up, but we can't charge 100.
I get you, Judge.
Just so
Thank
you know.
No, thank you
Just so
for.
that's all right. There's certain local prosecutors I've been trying to get that message to for the last many years. All right, Ms. Augustinus, you've discussed your rights and options with Mr. Graziani?
Yes.
You understand those rights? Yes. Understand the options they present?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
All right. Council, May 1 was the incident date. If you can get me the facts I need with some board here.
At that time, Ms. Augustinus, were you at a property located in Huron Township?
Yes, I didn't move from there yet.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Yes, I didn't move from there. I lived there.
Okay.
But I was supposed to move before.
But you did not have permission to be there.
But we agreed with the courts to move, but my place wasn't ready yet.
But nonetheless, you did not have permission, correct?
Yes.
Your
I
Honor.
mean, I did call and ask the office if I could stay a week later. It was a little over that,
But you did not have permission, correct?
I did talk to the office and
Okay, ma'am,
I'm not
ma'am,
sure.
you're making this so much more difficult than it needs to be. You came in here to tell me you want to plead guilty. To plead guilty, you have to admit that you did
I
something
mean,
wrong.
I was waiting.
Don't speak while I'm speaking. He's asking you a yes or no question. Give him a yes or no answer.
I guess I'm guilty. I was supposed to be gone by a certain day and I wasn't.
You were supposed to be gone by that certain date, and as a result, you weren't gone, and you did not have permission, correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied.
I can accept the plea. What should I consider before I sentence?
I was doing the mortgage and waiting for my place at Tele Valley to be ready. It took longer. I had to go to a hotel. I cost $50 a day for 2 more weeks. You know, I don't have all of my stuff still because I'm not allowed. They're my daughter's. You know, I gave it to my daughter. She just had a baby, the trailer that I left.
Okay.
It's been difficult. She watches my kids too. I need to know I've been dropping them off in the entrance because my kids do go there. You know, my son and my 3 boys go there once in a while. She watches them. So I was told by, you know, them that I could go to the entrance and drop them off.
Judge, if you can take into consideration the
But it
fact
costs a
that
lot of money.
she did pay $50 a day at a, excuse my language, a flea bag motel, and she was doing her best under the circumstances.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Well, my concern is prosecutors asked me to order her to stay away from here on the state, so I don't want to just set her up for failure.
Understood, Judge.
So is there any, like, so far into the complex she can go and no further,
All I
or?
know is she has been issued a trespass order. They do not want her on the property.
Okay.
I haven't had any calls about her
Right,
violating that,
right.
so I imagine what she's doing is okay.
The only way I'm gonna be able to say it, ma'am, is if Huron Estates complains, that violates the terms of my probation I'm getting ready to put you on.
You are aware of that, correct? What did
One of the
Judge-
things I want to order is you stay out of Huron Estates. That's part of your probation.
Okay, because my daughter lives and she just like, maybe I'm trying to drop my kids off.
I didn't ask anything. I'm just telling you what the order is gonna be. Stay out of Huron Estates. I don't care if Jesus
Totally.
lives there.
Totally. I can't with the entrance.
Yeah, that's what is unclear about stay out of Huron Estates? Where's the unclearness in that
My daughter
statement?
doesn't have a car either, so it's kind of hard. She just had a baby. I'm trying to.
Once again, I don't think that creates an ambiguity in what I told you.
Okay.
If you can't abide by that term, then withdraw this plea. Because that's what the people are requesting, and I'm gonna order that you stay out of Huron Estates.
You didn't violate.
Okay, so,
You just stay out of it.
okay, so they don't.
You're gonna have to
they
make
do not
arrangements
want-
with your daughter coming outside to do any pickup.
Okay, okay.
That is correct.
All right, anything else before I sentence?
Nothing else, Judge.
All right, Ms. Augustinus, I'm gonna be very blunt with you. You've got a history with this court of not doing the things you're told to do. So what I'm gonna do on this file is I'm gonna put you on a 24-month non-reporting probation. You need to do 2 things. Don't commit any new crimes and don't go into Huron Estates. That's all you need to do to keep me happy for 2 years on probation. If you don't do either one of those things, you are almost guaranteed to do jail time.
I do have a TV there and and my washer and dryer for my kids. So how do I get that? They said do police assist.
Not my problem.
Well, they told me to do a police assist. Can I do that? with police? I have to do it
Nope.
myself. So she has to bring it to me.
I'm saying stay out of Huron Estates.
Okay.
Arrange it properly.
I mean, you can send a friend with a pickup truck in to get it and bring it to you,
Okay.
but you have to stay out of Huron Estates.
Okay. So a couple more things. Most of it.
Are we clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, lastly, you've got a payment plan on one file It says here you had a payment due June 10th or July 10th.
I can pay that $50.
All right, can you do that today? Okay, and then you've got another court date on another file next Tuesday. You're aware of that one?
Is that in person?
Next Thursday? On the 18th, yes, next Thursday. That's with us, isn't it? That's in person.
Can it be a Zoom?
Nope. Anything else? Good luck.
Nothing else, Judge. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Counsel. Jamie, those can go down to Mackenzie when you're ready. Shutting this down. Please.